In the summer, Japan is so hot. Doesn't matter if you're a Japanese or a Westerner like myself, it's still really hot. Ever been to a steam room at your local gym? Anyways, if you think I'm exaggerating, well, sadly I'm not. Here's a screenshot directly from my phone for late July in Tokyo. Average humidity for the month, 75%. Super nasty stuff. If that doesn't sound like your cup of tea, well, you can try visiting a week later. Never mind, typhoon weather. So apart from complaining, what's the solution? The way I see it, you have 4 primary options. Suck it up. Stay indoors. Find a beach. Escape to the mountains. If this is your first time on the channel, then welcome to No Frontiers, Japan. My name is Luca, and in today's episode, we escape the legendary heat of summer 2023 in Tokyo by going to the Alps of Japan, Nagano. There are many options for travel in Japan. Although Shinkansen is one of the coolest ways to travel, it's not cheap. Long-distance travel is actually better done by plane. Local trains are an immersive experience, but slow. Luckily, Nagano is less than a 3-hour drive from Tokyo. When doing a short budget trip with the goal of exploring and having freedom, renting a car is my personal recommendation if you either have a Japanese driver's license, a foreign driver's license, or an international driving permit. In order to beat Tokyo rush hour, we picked up the rental nice and early, loaded up for our 3-day trip, and hit the road. So this,
yes,
right here,
yeah,
is actually the broth that soba was cooked in.
oh,
So we can add it to this. at the end. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. That's very nice.
So this is kurumi soba, which I believe is a regional specialty here in Nagano, which is a walnut soba. So we actually have inside here a walnut paste. So let's mix some of this in. Maybe I'll use all of it. All right, and at the end, then we mix the negi here, which is a green onion, and the wasabi, and mix it all together, and then you dip the soba in. At the end, though, it can be a little bit strong, the flavor, so you mix this liquid that the soba was cooked in, and then you drink the rest of it. It's actually very, very tasty. So, I'm gonna eat. Are you ready to eat?
I am. I am.
Itadakimasu. Oh, that's really, really good. Oh, so good. Following a late lunch, we went directly to the town of Shibu Onsen to check in early at our ryokan, around 4 p.m. Arriving early for our ryokan stay is always recommended. For this trip, we chose to stay in a particularly special ryokan named Kanaguya. This beautifully preserved building is over 250 years old and was declared a National Cultural Asset in 2003. When staying in a ryokan, traditional Japanese-style meals are typically included. Dinner is known as kaiseki, and breakfast is known as wachoshoku. Every single room in this ryokan is unique, and it has 9 different onsen baths spread throughout the building. Not only that, but when staying at most places in Shibu Onsen, guests are also given access to 9 more communal onsens throughout the town's narrow streets, providing the perfect chance to explore. So, here is a public bath. Let's check it out. I got the key. A very standard bath. Okay. I should remove my socks, but just quickly touch the water and see how hot it is. Oh my god. Yeah. If you get into that, when you come out, you're gonna be red. That is hot. Wow.
Why don't you try?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I'm gonna go to the river. Pass.
Hang on. Isn't this video about escaping Tokyo's heat?
Yes, but it's not like I'm advising anybody to jump in an outdoor onsen in the middle of a hot summer day. One of the best ways to relax in Japan after a long day of traveling is to soak in an onsen. So back to Kanaguya. Each onsen bath is different, some of which are beautifully designed. A quick warning, however. The waters here are pulled directly from several thermal springs directly in the mountain, so the water is very, very, very hot.
It's hot. It's really hot. I recommend with the hot onsens like this, where it's like a direct natural spring, don't get in right away. Ease yourself in. Number 2, once you're in, don't move around too quickly. If you're a One Piece fan, I feel like Oden.
Well, that's almost it for the first of 2 episodes from this trip. We honestly had a fantastic day 1. Until we took a final night stroll through the town and came across this tanuki. At first when I started recording, I thought it was a cat. Tanuki are wild animals that have somewhat adapted to urban life, not unsimilar to raccoons. Known as Japanese raccoon dogs, tanuki are interestingly the only known type of canine that regularly hibernates during the winter months. Apart from being a wild animal, the reason I tried to quietly scare this one off without waking the town's residents was because of the way it was walking. Rabies typically causes foaming at the mouth, but it was nighttime and I couldn't see. Other symptoms of rabies are difficulty walking and disorientation. The virus attacks the central nervous system, which can cause a partial or complete paralysis of a tanuki's rear legs. Just look at how it's moving. It also looks disoriented, barely even noticing that man. And for whatever reason, it really wanted to go where I was standing.
Careful.
Uh-oh.
Oh!